What is spirituality? Despite all the discussions, interpretations, and philosophies, there is no single definition that fully captures its essence. Spirituality is an experience, a journey, a process, one that differs for every individual. Some associate it with religion, mysticism, or esoteric practices, while others see it as a personal quest for meaning, peace, and self-discovery. The truth is, spirituality is far deeper than any one label can define. At its core, spirituality is about understanding oneself and the nature of existence. It is about breaking free from the constant noise of the mind, fears, anxieties, and conditioned thoughts, and stepping into a state of awareness, presence, and peace. It is about seeing beyond the illusions of the material world and reconnecting with something greater than oneself, whether that be the universe, the divine, or simply a deeper sense of inner clarity. One of the most powerful definitions of spirituality is that it is the art of freeing the mind. We live in a world full of distractions, expectations, and pressures. The mind is constantly racing, thinking about the past, worrying about the future, analyzing every situation. True spirituality is about quieting this mental chatter and finding the space where stillness exists. It is about making peace with the present moment and embracing life as it is, without resistance or unnecessary suffering. Many people mistake spirituality for a set of beliefs, rituals, or dogmas. But in reality, it is the opposite. Spirituality is not about blindly accepting doctrines or following a set of prescribed rules. Instead, it is about questioning, exploring, and seeking the truth beyond what we have been taught. It is a journey of self-inquiry, where we ask fundamental questions. Who am I? What is consciousness? What is the nature of reality? Throughout history, various traditions and practices have emerged to help individuals explore spirituality. Meditation, mindfulness, yoga, and breathwork are some of the most effective tools for awakening spiritual awareness. These practices are designed to bring the mind into the present moment, allowing individuals to detach from their habitual thoughts and emotions. Through consistent practice, one begins to experience a sense of clarity, inner peace, and deep connection to the world. Spirituality is also closely related to the concept of transcendence, rising above the ego and expanding beyond personal limitations. The ego, or the sense of self we identify with, is often the biggest obstacle to spiritual growth. It is the part of us that clings to material possessions, status, and identity. When we identify too strongly with the ego, we become trapped in a cycle of desires, fears, and comparisons. Spirituality teaches us to move beyond the ego and experience life from a place of openness, compassion, and unity. A key aspect of spirituality is the realization that everything is interconnected. Science and spirituality, often seen as opposing forces, are increasingly converging on this idea. Quantum physics suggests that the universe is not as separate and material as it appears, but rather an interconnected web of energy and consciousness. Ancient spiritual teachings have always emphasized this unity, encouraging us to see beyond our limited perception and recognize the oneness of all things. Another fundamental truth of spirituality is that it is deeply personal. No two people will have the exact same spiritual experience because it is a journey that unfolds uniquely for each individual. Some may find spiritual awakening through solitude and meditation, while others may experience it through nature, relationships, creativity, or acts of service. The path is different for everyone, but the destination is the same: a deeper understanding of oneself and the universe. Unfortunately, misconceptions about spirituality are widespread. Many dismiss it as superstition, pseudoscience, or a form of escapism. Others mistake it for religious fanaticism or New Age fads. But spirituality, when practiced authentically, is none of these things. It is not about worshipping an external deity, believing in fantastical ideas, or adhering to rigid ideologies. It is about peeling away the layers of illusion and seeking truth with an open and curious mind. Spirituality is also a deeply practical pursuit. While it deals with abstract concepts, its benefits are tangible and life-changing. When one engages in spiritual exploration, they develop a greater sense of inner peace, emotional resilience, and clarity. They become less reactive to external circumstances and more capable of handling life's challenges with grace. Over time, spirituality can lead to a profound shift in perspective, one that brings joy, gratitude, and fulfillment, independent of external conditions. Perhaps the greatest gift of spirituality is the ability to live